So if I'm being honest with you, that poll was never actually ever really a poll. I knew that Pressure was going to win before I tweeted that tweet. Pressure has a huge audience on Twitter. Obviously, it's going to win that poll. Doesn't matter what I put up against it, right? Unless it's maybe like Forsaken or another game that has like a huge audience on Twitter, right? I could have put probably Piggy next to it on Twitter, and because of the Pressure audience on Twitter, it would always win that poll, right? So I already knew it was going to win before I tweeted that. I tweeted that because I wanted to see how different the Twitter audience is from the YouTube audience, right? Like how different is it? Because I see YouTubers on here all the time asking for feedback and this and that, and it's like, is that a good idea? Well, I don't know. Let's find out, right? And it turns out very, very, very. The Twitter audience is very, very different than the YouTube audience. Um, Among like my actual viewers on YouTube, Pressure was dead last on every poll. On Twitter though, it was the clear winner by like 50%. But on YouTube though, dead bottom of the polls, right? And I mean, you could argue like, why that is, is it this, is it that? I think the more interesting question is like there's a lot of games on Twitter that are massive on Twitter. Absolutely massive. Like fighting, for example, massive on Twitter, right? The other day I saw it trending. It was trending on Twitter, fighting. And that just doesn't translate over to YouTube. So it's like, are the people playing the game and interacting with it on Twitter? Are they not watching videos of it? If they are, like, where are they watching videos of it? Are they watching it on TikTok? Are they watching it on YouTube? Um, anyway, I'm digressing. But anyway, Twitter is Pressure is one of those games where they have a massive audience on Twitter, but like on YouTube, not so much. And it's like, why is that? I don't know. Doors has a massive audience on YouTube, and they're very similar games. Um, I genuinely don't know. I don't have the answer to that question. But yeah, no, just interest with Pressure on YouTube is very, very low. Like even as I was playing it, like out of the different games that I played on stream, it was by far the like had the least engagement in the chat. People were actively leaving the stream. Like people just not into it. And like, why is that? I don't know. I don't know. Ink Game was like really, really big. MM2 was really big. Tower of Hell even was really, really big. I think it's that Pressure is a very complex game. Like there's a lot to it, right? Especially compared to Doors. Like Doors is a very simple game. There's not a lot of complexity to it, but like Pressure does have a lot of complexity. And if I had to guess, I'd probably say that Pressure probably has like an older audience because of that complexity. Same with Blocktails, right? And that older audience probably doesn't translate over to to like watching YouTube streams or watching TikToks on it or something like that, because they're probably older, right? They may even be adults. I don't know, right? So that's probably what it is. That'd be my guess. I don't know. It's an interesting conversation. But anyway, I'm digressing. That was the point of the poll. I wanted to see how different the Twitter audience is from the YouTube audience, right? Because there's a lot of YouTubers that they'll ask people on Twitter, and then they'll go on YouTube, and that video will do really bad, right? And the reason is Twitter's not the YouTube audience, right? It's just not. Interesting conversation. Interesting conversation.